Hello guys, hello everyone, how y'all doing? So this morning I posted a video about how EURUSD was gonna play out, and now we can see exactly how it's played out, right? It didn't do much move after today, but it was exactly as we had said it was gonna happen that it's played out. Okay, first of all, as we can see here, we're on the 1 hour time frame. What we can see is here we have this liquidity line here at the top. This here is my liquidity line, and this here is my other block. This is my other block line. Okay, remember how I do it is I drag from the top of the supply to the bottom of it. So this is it. This is one scenario, and this here, which is the next high, is another scenario. As you can see, it got mitigated perfectly well and fine, taking out this liquidity and giving us a little bit of a push back to the upside. And now on this 1 hour time frame, what do we see? If I bring out one of the favorites, there's a pen I'm looking for. Just a moment. If I bring out my, yeah, this too, we can see the trend coming from here, high to the low, to the high, to the low, to the high. So until it breaks here, it has not given us a perfect break of structure, yeah, because this is the 1 hour time frame. And then we add an internal structure here, and then boom, giving us the break of structure like this. Now, with that in mind, it's safe to say that that we've now had a clear break of structure to change character, to change direction for a short period of time. Remember earlier on today, I had said there's a bunch of liquidity in this area right here that the market still needs to take out, which is all of this guy right here, right? Everything here needs to be taken out. Every single thing about here needs to be taken out. Now, with that in mind, that doesn't mean a pullback is going to happen. It's going to happen, but it's going to happen in a particular way. Now, we've mitigated our demand level, as you can see. Then we go into our lower time frame. So this is the liquidity target. This is the supply targets that we're trying to aim at. If you can see clearly, I'm going to draw it this way. From here to this high is the supply range. All right, that's the supply range. I'm gonna delete it back now. I'm gonna delete that just to let you know. That's my supply range, and then I go into lower time frame, 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 1 minute as well, depending. And then what do I do? After the mitigation, I was looking for a confirmation, breakout structure, and it likes, but I didn't get anything of that. I went into 1 minute trying to look for a confirmation entry, but I didn't get anything of that stuff. As we can see closely, this was how it's played out. We had this guy, right? And then a low, we have the sweep, and then all of these are just lows, so it's not up to here. I would have taken an entry within this region to go higher, but the market didn't provide us with that opportunity. So I knew I had to go in aggressively, understanding the direction that the market is going to, which is where the supply IFC, which is this line right here. Okay, so with that in mind, I just waited. All I gotta do was wait. So I knew this guy was gonna be a trap, an SMC trap for SMC traders. That was gonna be a trap. And then we had the break of structure to the upside, like so. Sorry, let me go 1 minute so you can all see clearly. Okay, now we had this. I knew it was too far for price to come back down. There was no news that could push markets within that particular period. And if the news pushes the market down, it's going to take a while before it comes back to this supply area right here. So I had to look for an aggressive entry. So what did I do here? I had what? Let's draw the trend. It's simple. We had this guy come down, boom. The next thing we're expecting is for price to come into what? Into this demand level. From here So here, that's exactly what we are looking for. And then I did what? I put in my box and boom, we targeted that liquidity point, which is this I. Now you see exactly what the market did, right? The market just came, mitigated that particular supply, I mean to say, mitigated that particular supply, and then we're having a reversal ever since then. Why are we having a reversal? Because of what I had said earlier, which is what? All of those liquidity at the bottom needs to be taken out, okay? All of them needs to be taken out. That's why we're having a reversal. From that point now, we're going to probably get a break of structure again, and then a confirmation before all of these zones are finally taken out. Everything here needs to be taken out. This guy mitigated this guy. Um, this guy mitigated this guy. As you can see, it's just a trend line now. Looking at it from this, looks like a trend line. So everything needs to be taken out before the market makes a new move in a different direction. So that's gonna be all for today. That was the aggressive entry, and if you all have any questions, make sure to join any of my groups or my Discord group, and so you can ask away, and I'll be very very happy to answer and reply to you guys. So, ciao. You all have a good one. Peace.